Hey there everybody, Jason here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about some more Tomy Pokemon Z-Rings. So basically, if you remember, I did a video on this one a long time ago, and then I did another one because it was broken and busted, and basically it just became a vibrating, lighting up, noise-making mess. So I removed the batteries from this guy, and it is now dead. It was okay. Basically, the whole function of this was to interact with the games. When you actually used your Z moves alongside special Z crystals, which you can see I have quite a few of those guys, based on the types, and it would do sort of different stuff. So now I've already opened this, but along came Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon and a new Z-Ring and new types of crystals. So as you can see, it's a little bit bulkier than the other, but for the better part, it's basically the same idea. It's the same sort of size wristband. Everything else is the same. It holds your Z crystals on the side. Still has this weird little thing on the bottom that I don't quite understand what it does. And it still has a place for Z crystals to go on top. So I'm just going to put this down over here for just a second while we talk about this one in particular. So on the bottom now, they've actually included an on-off switch. I'm probably not going to be able to get it to focus properly on this stuff, but we'll see. There we go. So we got an on-off switch, so let's just turn it on. There you go. Lights up. And then on this side, we have the selection switch, which middle is middle is standby, 2 is roleplay mode, and 1 is when it connects to the actual game itself. To use it as a ring, basically you would take this apart, slide your big fat goofy hand through the little thing here to help, because it's not really gonna work. And then you just clamp it down, and there you go. You have a bracelet that you can wear with your Z-Ring crystals. So it came with these two. One of them is I think this one is the Mimikyium. I already have a stutter every now and then, but staying this Mimikyium Z and Lycanium Z crystal, and then it also works with the old crystals as well. So basically with these guys, and I don't quite understand the purpose of it just yet because I haven't got those crystals. But basically you slot your crystal in, and with these ones they do something else. It does a kind of pulsing thing. And if you look on the bottom, if you compare basically the old crystals and the new crystals, the old crystals just have a 3-dot structure on the bottom there. This one has something where it looks like it can actually be twisted. And that's exactly the case. Basically, oh, 3DS is dying. You can take this and you can actually twist it, and it stays connected, and it does something different. And then you can turn it back, and it'll go back into what it was doing before, and then blam. I should also mention that instead of the weird little button that it had underneath here, which was awkward and hard to get to, it has a button right here, which is actually fairly easy to touch and reach. This is basically what it's going to do every single time. It doesn't really change. So let's take out this Z crystal, and I'm going to quickly try to see if I can get this to work. But here's the Fightium Z. The fight ones, the regular ones, they don't turn. There's nothing in them that allows them to do that. So I'm going to quickly try to see if I can get a battle going. And I am in the right mode. So Wild Mudraya has appeared. Got my Torracat. I'm going to hit Fight. Hit the Z Power. The ring's reacting, and then hit all-out pummeling. And there you go. I'm going to close this because that's going to die. But anyway, basically, this ring is just meant to work in conjunction with your 3DS and your Z crystals that you have. And basically when you go, you can go ahead and put your Z crystals that you need for your particular party team members on the bracelet, and you can swap it back and forth whenever you want. I will say the experience of actually like taking Z crystals off of this is a lot nicer than this one, because that one just hurts your freaking fingers. I mean, all in all, it's not necessarily the most useful thing. I like it better than the previous model by far, but will I walk around using this all the time? No. These are made for kids. And as young at heart as I potentially feel, I'm not about to go ahead and roll around with this thing on my wrist all day. But anyway, there you go. It is much better. Oh, the other thing is that you can activate them by pushing, like, actually down on the crystal here. I don't know why that's not working. It's got, like, some weird cool-off. But anyway, it's cool. It's neat. I got this because it was a steal. I didn't pay full price for it. I paid, like, half price. And that's basically the only reason why I got it. And I figured I would compare this one to that one and see if they actually managed to do better. I still wish that it actually did something else, but it is just a toy. And it's a cool one. It lights up and vibrates. That's what we all need, right? Light up vibrating toys. Yes.